Alright, match underway, and we have our 5th match. And we have Deadpool, the man with the mask, taking on HBK, Shawn Michaels. He's the guy in the ponytail. And, of course, these two guys are... Of course, they're not above breaking the rules, both Deadpool and Michaels, Shawn Michaels. And a nice tiger suplex on the Michaels, then a kick right to the back of Michaels. Then a whip into the ropes. And a spinning neckbreaker onto Michaels. And already Michaels is in trouble at the hands of Deadpool, but Deadpool was a little too busy celebrating and thrown over the top rope. And a suplex right back inside the ring onto Deadpool. And anyway, Deadpool is the 16th seed, as he is taking on the 5th seed in Shawn Michaels. And, of course, Michaels had a first round bye, and Deadpool eliminated Bobby Roode in the first round to get to this point. And if you're Deadpool, you want to overwhelm Shawn Michaels. Of course, you have to realize that Michaels is not above cheating. But other than that, these two men are evenly matched, size as well as strength. But I would have to give the experience to Shawn Michaels. And, well, a miss there with that double axe handle. And a nice elevated DDT onto Deadpool. Is that it? One? No. Not quite. Not quite. Now sets him on the ropes, and a clothesline onto Deadpool. And now both men are on the floor. Now, of course, if this ends in a double countout, then both Michaels and Deadpool will be eliminated from the tournament. Oh, and then a power slam or a military press slam on top of the apron. And now sent back inside the ring is Deadpool. Now Michaels, he could be going for the elbow. Yes, he does. He hits the elbow. But of course, that's usually the setup to this match, to this match winner. The sweet chin music onto Deadpool. Is that it? 1, 2, no. And Michaels thought he had it. I thought he had it. I mean, of course, Michaels is going to have to do more than that to beat Deadpool. Oh, now going for the legs. Very good idea to try to soften him up. And now whipped into the corner. And a back suplex onto Michaels. Clothesline. A forearm. And then a modified neck breaker. And just like that, Deadpool is back in. Now whipped into the corner is Michaels. But a counter by Michaels with that jawbreaker. A side Russian leg sweep onto Deadpool. 1. No. And now Michaels going right back up again. Went for that forearm drop, but he missed. Oh, and a series of punches right onto Deadpool. And Deadpool rolls underneath the ropes and is trying to get his bearings back with him. But then got punched right off onto the outside, and now both men are on the outside. But then thrown right back in is Michaels. Then a Russian leg sweep onto Michaels. Wait, what's he doing? Oh, then just bitch slapped him in the face when he went down with that hand. But then a takedown onto Deadpool, and Michaels could be going for it again. Oh, but Deadpool was smart enough to roll away from Michaels. All right, Michaels is going to try again. Let's see if he gets it. The elbow, but this time he missed. He missed. And this could be the opening for Deadpool. Nope. Nice counter by Deadpool. And Michaels going for the sharpshooter, but too close to the ropes was Deadpool. Goes for the cover again. 1, 2. No. And Shawn Michaels went for the switch. I can't even talk. Went for the sweet chin music, but a reverse DDT onto Deadpool. And Michaels going nuts. A flying forearm. Inverted atomic drop and a scoop slam. Oh, now telling him to suck it. Well, you can stick it, Michaels, for all I care. I'll tell you one thing. Shawn Michaels has definitely had a complete attitude change, to say the least. But now Michaels again going for the sharpshooter again. Oh, but too close to the ropes again was Deadpool. I'll tell you one thing, these matches have definitely been top quality matches. And a running knee onto Michaels. Oh, but then a kick right to the leg and a backbreaker on a Deadpool. And this could be the beginning of the end for Deadpool. The sweet chin music, and this time he gets all of it. 1, 2, 3. And Michaels becomes the highest seed remaining as the number 5 seed to advance. So our first round match, or our third round matchup is set for the next round. But we still have other third round matchups to determine right then and there. And okay, we have a black screen. I don't know why that's the case. There you saw the sharpshooter, but he didn't quite get it. Went for a sweet chin music, but he didn't quite get that. But eventually he did, and he has advanced to the next round. And Michaels just striking a pose. I'll tell you one thing. I mean, in terms of his physique, he's pretty damn strong. I mean, he takes really good care of himself. I will give him that. But anyway, stay tuned for our next match. That's coming up right after this. All right, match underway, and we have our 6th match in the number 12 seed, Steve Austin, the man with no hair, and then you have Mr. McMahon. And these two, it's no secret to anyone who's been watching wrestling or WWE would know how much these two have hated each other, and they have just gone out of their way to beat the hell out of one another. And tonight is no exception. I mean, they both wanted a steel cage match, and that's exactly what they're going to get. And the rules of this match is to either win by pinfall or submission, or by escaping the cage. and having both feet touch the floor outside the ring. And of course, since there's no referee in the ring, there is a judge on the outside that will count the pinfall if necessary. So there is an official judge that will make the count if we get to a pinfall situation. And taking down Austin was McMahon. So yeah, escape is one of the ways you can win. Whipped in the ropes, and then a kitchen sink, and then a kick right to the back of Austin. Oh, and then a poke in the eye right to Steve Austin. And McMahon just kicking him down. And McMahon is the 6th seed, and Steve Austin is the 12th seed. In the first round, he defeated Eric Young to advance to this point. Then a shoulder tackle onto Austin, and now just blatantly choking Austin. But of course, in a match like this, it's perfectly legal. There are no disqualifications, and you can't be counted out because, well, part of the ways to win is to get out of the cage. And then clotheslined on the top rope was Austin. And so far, McMahon is taking the fight right to Austin, but Austin fighting back. And, wait, what's he doing? A powerbomb onto McMahon. And Austin now going to try to will his way out of the cage. And then taken down by Mr. McMahon. Oh, and then kicked right into the arm of Austin. Now trying to rake the face of Austin. Oh, but Austin fighting back though. Then a club to the back on Austin, and then a low blow right to Austin, and perfectly legal in a match like this. And now McMahon going to try to escape the cage. And Austin takes down McMahon. And, well, Austin, he tried to do something, but he didn't get it, and then a snap suplex. Oh, and then a running knee onto the head of McMahon. But McMahon just gonna... I'll tell you one thing, I'll give McMahon credit for not, you know... I honestly thought that Steve Austin was just gonna destroy him, but he didn't. And in fact, he could be moments away from escaping, is McMahon. Almost to the top is McMahon. And McMahon could be almost on his way out. And he escapes over the top, but he has to touch the floor to make it official. And he does. McMahon wins. I mean, of course, McMahon did put in the contract the escape clause. And by that, I mean one of the ways to win was by pinfall submission. And McMahon was smart enough to add the escape clause, which enables you to win the match by escaping the cage. So that was a little bit of smarts on the part of McMahon. And I give him credit for getting out and not like going right back in to try to hurt Austin. I mean, he knew he wasn't going to beat Austin pinfall or submission. He probably figured it'd be better to escape, and he did. So McMahon wins and advances to the next round, but we still have 2 matches left to go, so we'll be back right after this break. And we're off, and I'll tell you one thing, here's a match that I never thought I would ever see, and that is Brock Lesnar and Triple H And little did I realize that these two men absolutely despise one another, and a pile driver onto Lesnar. And both these guys wanted to tear each other so badly that they wanted a Hell in a Cell match. Well, that's what they wanted, and that's what they're going to get. And Brock Lesnar, what's he doing? Has a hold of a bat, but Triple H beats him to the punch, though. A back body drop onto Brock Lesnar, and I'll tell you one thing. I never knew that Triple H and Brock Lesnar wanted to go in there and kill each other, but that's exactly what they're going to do. But other than that, I mean, it's just like a cage match, except the object is not to escape. One, it's to either get a pinfall or submission inside the ring, but you can use the cage outside if you wish, and you can bring in weapons, just like that bat. And now Brock Lesnar using the bat. Oh, and he hits him in the head with it. And again. And Brock is just relentless with the weapon. And now Triple H takes it. Nope, taken right back from Lesnar. Then a knee right to the head of Triple H. Now Triple H is usually the bigger of the two opponents, but against Brock Lesnar, he looks small. I mean, there's only like, what, about a 25 to 30 pound difference between these two men, and that's in muscle. But other than that, they are evenly matched. And now getting choked out by Brock Lesnar. But then a shoulder tackle, and now picking up Triple H. And thrown over the top rope. Oh, nice counter by Triple H. And thrown over again is Triple H. Oh, an overhead belly-to-belly suplex onto Triple H. Is that it? One. No. Of course, you're going to have to do more than that to win. Now, Lesnar is the 7th seed, and Triple H, he defeated CM Punk in the previous round, in the first round, in a cage match. Of course, the rules were simply pinfall or submission, but either way you slice it, I mean, those two wanted to go in there and kill each other, and so did these two men. And it looks like Brock Lesnar, 3 German suplexes in a row onto Triple H. I mean, of course, Triple H is no slouch in the ring. In fact, he's one of the best in the ring of all time. And a spine buster right on top of the bat. And Brock Lesnar, I mean, he's got to feel the pain, especially after landing on top of the bat. Uh-oh, this could do it for Lesnar. Pedigree onto Lesnar. And this could do it. 1, 2, no. I'll give Lesnar a lot of credit because a lesser man would have stayed down after that. I mean, of course, these two men are, I mean, probably alongside Goldberg, these two men are the odds-on favorites to win the whole thing. Of course, but only one of them is going to advance. So it's either going to be Triple H or Brock Lesnar that gets eliminated from the tournament, which will definitely be a sigh of relief for most of the competition. I mean, I would have to think that Goldberg would fare well against Triple H or Brock Lesnar, whoever survives this. I mean, and the rest of the competition would have to look out for those two guys, like whoever wins this and Goldberg. And we still have one match after this as well, so and that's the funny thing is that, wait, a nice back suplex with a pinfall. 1. I'll tell you one thing, I've never seen Triple H in all my years of, watching his matches. I have never seen Triple H do a move like that. And then another double A spine buster, a la Arn Anderson. Now he picks up Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar rolls away. Snapmare. And now just raking the face of Brock Lesnar. And wait, going for it again. A second pedigree. Oh, but I think that might have taken a lot out of Triple H. But here we go. 1, 2. Wow. I mean, how does somebody kick out of 2 pedigrees? To kick out after 1 is one thing, but to do it twice? Someone as tough as Brock Lesnar would have to be the guy that does that. Of course, Brock Lesnar must have still felt the pain, but he's definitely going to dish it out, of course. And then a clothesline over the top rope and onto the floor. Now this is definitely where it gets dangerous, because as if the ringside was not bad enough, you still have the cage to worry about. And then a pile driver on the floor. However, there are no countouts, no disqualifications. However, falls do not count anywhere, so you got to win in the ring. Oh, but both men get back inside the ring. They probably must have had the same idea, because of course you can't win outside the ring. But then a DDT onto Triple H and German suplex. Another one. And another one. Oh, but Brock realizes, nope, never mind. Oh, Triple H was going to go for the pedigree again. Now goes for a heel hold onto Triple H. Now, let's see if Triple H can power out of this one. Yes, he does. He kicks Brock Lesnar in the face. Is that enough to win? 1, 2, no. Of course, you're not going to beat Brock Lesnar by just kicking in the face. You're going to have to do more than that. Now just pounds away on the back is Triple H, and a reverse suplex, that's what it is. Okay. And now has the bat. Well, I don't know if he hit him or not, but uh-oh, wait a minute. F5 onto Triple H. 1, 2. No. Epic match from these two men. Because you don't... I mean, how Triple H was able to... Wait, 1, 2, no. How Triple H was able to kick out of the F5 is also another thing. I'll tell you one thing, these matches have definitely turned out very, very well. And a spine buster again onto Brock Lesnar. Then a kick right to the gut of Lesnar. And could the third time be the charm? Another pedigree, and wait, what's wrong with Lesnar? And Lesnar has been busted open from that. 1, 2. No. Well, now Lesnar is in deep trouble now, because usually when Triple H smells blood, he's like a shark. He goes right for the kill. Now Triple H on the second rope. Well, went for the double axe handle, but he missed. Nope, went for another set of Germans, but not quite. And a spine buster, and part of his body landed on the bat. Oh, and then a kick right to the back. And then an elbow right to the lower back. And a fourth pedigree. Could this do it? Is it over? 1, 2, 3. And finally, Triple H, after a long fought battle, takes out Brock Lesnar. And I'll tell you one thing, Triple H, I mean, he defeated CM Punk and now has eliminated Brock Lesnar. And I'll tell you one thing, the fact that it took 4 pedigrees to do it is a testament of how tough Brock Lesnar is. I mean, there you saw he hit the F5, but that was only one time. And Triple H nearly lost that match right then and there. And when all was said and done, Triple H won it all. So he wins the match, and I got to give him credit, and the referee is kind of standing in the way here. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe that Triple H, I mean, he brought his A game, did Triple H. I mean, but then again, he is the game, so why would I expect anything less than that? But we still have one match left to go, and that's going to be the final match of the second round. So stay tuned. That match is coming up right after this. All right, our final matchup in the second round will feature the 9th seed, Randy Orton, against the 8th seed, Sheamus. Sheamus is the guy with the mohawk, and Randy Orton is the man with all those tattoos on his arms and parts of his back, the upper back. And out goes Randy Orton off of that whip outside the ring. But yeah, the last 2 matches were actually, I would have to say that the match between Matt Hardy and Goldberg, the match between and Brock Lesnar and Triple H, I mean, those 2 matches were the matches of the night, and we'll see if we can get a third one in this match. But I got to tell you, it's been action-packed, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Sheamus or Randy Orton wins. I mean, this is a toss-up as far as I'm concerned. I mean, Sheamus is a former world champion, as is Randy Orton. A backbreaker on a Sheamus. And of course, Sheamus looks quite a bit different than he usually looks, but I mean, other than that though, I mean, Sheamus has definitely been tearing it up. That much I can say, and a couple of elbows right to the side of the face, and a tribute to Kurt Angle with that Angle Slam. And what's Randy Orton doing? Well, takes down Sheamus with that punch. Although Randy is waiting for Sheamus to get up, though. Oh, and a clothesline onto Sheamus. Nope, countered by Sheamus. And another one, this time by Randy Orton. And taken down by Randy Orton with that whip. And now we're up to a 5 count. And Randy... Oh, a nice neck breaker. It's a Canadian backbreaker, or neck breaker, I should say. Excuse me. And another Angle Slam. Again, a nice tribute to Kurt Angle, though. A jumping knee right to the head of Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus may be a hard head, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he can't take too many shots to the head and expect to win. And now an inverted Boston Crab, but too close to the ropes with Sheamus. And then a knee right to the lower back of Sheamus. I mean, of course, wait, RKO, an RKO from out of nowhere, and 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton disposes of Sheamus that quick, because it could happen at a moment's notice like that, out of nowhere. And Sheamus was the 8th seed. He was the lowest high seed remaining. And Randy Orton, who is the number 9 seed, I mean, he defeated Barack Obama, the President Barack Obama. Of course, it took him longer to beat Barack Obama than it did Sheamus. I mean, I thought Sheamus was more than capable of going toe-to-toe with Randy Orton, but I guess I was wrong, as Randy Orton could just win a match just like that from out of nowhere. And there you see that epic Orton pose. And it's kind of funny because Randy Orton kicked off the last, or the first round, and he was in the final match of this round. So we're going to take a look at the matchups, and we will determine who's going to fight who in the next round. But until that time comes, this is your host, Henry Jacobson, signing off. Until then, have a great day, everybody.